Aloha class, finally we have exercise 3-8. So Fogarty Company makes two products, titanium hubs and sprockets. Data regarding these two products is as follows. Additional information about the company follows. Hubs require $32 in direct materials per unit and sprockets require $18. Direct labor wage rate is $15 per hour. Hubs are more complex to manufacture than sprockets and they require special equipment. Activity-based system has the following activity cost pools. Compute the activity rate, determine the unit product cost for each product according to the ABC system. So let's compute the activity rate. Just like a predetermined overhead rate for every single activity, we need $1 total amount divided by the total allocation base or the total activity. So maybe just start ignoring these two for the moment because we need a total dollar amount divided by the total activity. So let's see what I have going on here. Oh, I did calculate them for you, right? So, we want to just disregard this right now. We need a total amount to get our activity rate. Total dollar amount for the activity divided by the activity in total. So divided by the number of setups divided by the machine hours. Okay, and so this was the total. We said it was 400 in total, 5,000 direct or machine hours and 24,000 direct labor hours. So dollar amount divided by a total amount would give you 180. It costs $180 per setup, and you can double click on that corner. $40 per machine hour and $34 per direct labor hour. So we've calculated our activity rates. Now we need to see how much each of our products uses up in their activities. So 100 setups for hubs, 5,000 for machine hours, 8,000 for direct labor hours, and then the sprockets there. So let's see how that data, right, so 100, 5,000, let's double check my numbers, 100 for the hubs, 5,000, 8,000, sprockets 300, 0, 6,000. So we have the activity, number of setups, and this is our activity rate. And maybe I can make that more clear. Number of setups was 100. Okay, there we go. And there's our activity rates. I'll copy and paste the numbers, right? Paste special, paste the actual numbers there. And now we can, just like we did in class, times them together and then sum them up because, right, every setup cost me 180 and there was 100 setups, so that's $18,000. This is a activity, or this is a bucket for activity-based costing, so sum all those buckets, put all those dollar amounts together and sum them up, times across, and then sum downwards to know our total manufacturing overhead applied for hubs and total manufacturing overhead applied to sprockets. So the question says determine the unit product cost of each product according to the ABC system. So unit product cost needs direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. So direct material was $32 for hubs, $18 for sprockets. $32 for hubs, $18 for sprockets. Direct labor on a per unit basis, the direct labor wage rate was $15 per hour. So yeah, if I use direct labor, right, if I use 1 hour, it'll cost me $15. Well, how much does one unit of hub use? If it uses 1 hour, then it would be $15, but it only uses 0.8 of an hour. So I only need 0.8 of that $15 because I don't actually use the whole hour. And sprockets only use 0.4 of the hour, and so 0.4 times it by the $15 would give me my dollar amount for 1 unit of hubs and sprockets, so I know the direct labor cost. Right? So it was $15 was the rate, times it by $15 per direct labor hour. They don't actually use a full hour. So it's $12 here, $15 per direct labor hour. They only use 0.4 direct labor hours per unit. Per unit. Right? And then finally, manufacturing overhead. I know in total that they apply $490,000 to hubs, and in total they apply $598,000 in total to sprockets, but they want it on a per unit basis if you're going to do the unit product cost for each product on a per unit basis. So for per unit, get the total amount that you're looking for divided by the number of units that's producing. Total dollar value divided by the number of units. It said it was 10,000. 10,000 was from over here, 10,000 units of hubs, 40,000 of sprockets. And then $40,000 amount for applied overhead divided by the units. And we could sum that up to find our solution for the unit product cost of each of these products. So we have $93 over here and $38.95 for our sprockets, how much one sprocket would cost me and one hub would cost me.